So is the intent here that the working group is going to expand to look at more than just supplementing the Bigelow and talk about using industry vessels to completely replace the Bigelow over a couple-year time period? I mean, you know, that's a significant change to the goals of the working group, I think. I mean, I don't know what the working group thinks of that.
Jeremy, in response to Tom's concern, yeah, there is a lot flying around this, and it's all come up actually in the last 2 or 3 weeks to the level that it's at now. But personally, I stated it this morning, I have no intention of supporting the Bigelow going away. What we're trying to do is augment and improve the survey that the Bigelow does. And the only way to do that is to add higher density of stations and possibly remove some of the stations that the Bigelow is doing simply to allow industry vessels to take part in it and to reduce the need for a highly biological workup on all vessels. So I think there's discussions that need to take place. For example, this group could certainly recommend that we go back to the initial intent of NEMAP to have an overlap between the Bigelow and NEMAP on stations. If in fact that was in place, the delay that took place this year would have been moot point. But that never has happened. That's the kind of discussions that this panel needs to conduct. But I personally have never advocated for the Bigelow to go away. There's too many things that vessel can do that no fishing vessel can do. It's impossible. It's just the technology on that boat and the ability to exceed anything we've got. But the trawl survey itself, I think, between augmenting it with specialized surveys like a flatfish survey and increasing the densities of certain areas, potentially with industry boats, as long as the stations are picked so that there's a mix constantly of species in different areas, then the biological workup of both NEMAP and the Bigelow is sufficient. That completely changes the need of the crew size on these industry vessels that we need to talk about this afternoon. But just to be clear, I personally, and a lot of fishermen that I know of that have been involved with this process, are not in favor of the Bigelow going away completely. Never have been.